Hello, welcome to our assembly for today. It's Friday. We've made it to the end of the week and it's nearly the weekend, which is really lovely. And you've all been amazing in school. You've all done fantastic things. There's fantastic work going on. There's fantastic playing on the playground. You're all just amazing. You're all just absolutely brilliant. What we're going to do today is have a look at a story about kindness and compassion. And we've talked a lot about compassion for other people. Okay, so this time we're going to talk about something called self-compassion, which is about when you show a bit of compassion towards yourself, because it's easy to get really cross with yourself. Oh, I can't do this. I'm rubbish. I can't do this maths. I'm rubbish at everything. And actually, we all find stuff difficult. So it's about being kind to yourself and saying, yeah, I do find things difficult, but do you know what? I'm going to stick at it. I was playing netball with one of the children in Hedgehogs today, and she scored for the first time. We've been playing for a few days, and it was the first time, and it was absolutely amazing. And she didn't beat herself up about not being good at it. She didn't say, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. She stuck at it, and she did it. So it's amazing what a bit of self-compassion can do. So let's have a look at our story, and it would help if I remember to present the screen as well. So here we go. Listening with My Heart, the story of kindness and self-compassion by Gabby Garcia. So Esperanza's tummy fluttered as she practiced the lines on the porch. Today was the class play. Waiting for Mama to walk with her to school, she paced back and forth when she spotted a heart-shaped rock. Can you see where it is in the picture? Point to the heart-shaped rock. That's it. It's down there. Well done. Esperanza picked it up and showed it to Mama as soon as she walked out. I see you found a little treasure, said Mama. She rubbed its rough surface and felt a twinkle of joy. Maybe it's a sign. For what? Esperanza thought about the class play later that afternoon and wondered what it would be like in the spotlight. To put my heart into everything I do, she answered. That's a good thing to do, to try your hardest no matter what. At that moment, they heard a scratching and a soft cry. Esperanza peeked under the stairs and spotted a kitty, shaking and shivering. No mum in sight. She scooped the kitten onto her lap and cuddled her. She's all alone. I think she's hungry. Esperanza reached for her lunch bag, pinched off a piece of chicken and offered it to the kitty, who gobbled it all up. Mama, I think the rock is a reminder to spread kindness and love. That's what we do when we listen with our hearts. I think you're onto something. Can we keep Cleopatra, please? Asked Esperanza, who'd already named the kitty. Cleopatra? Queens are always welcome at our house, said Mama. If she's still here after school, we'll take her in. So Esperanza listened to her heart, listened to what was the right thing to do, and cared for the cat. Possibly the right thing to do would also be to check with the vet to see if the cat had an owner. At school, Esperanza was more focused on the play than on maths or reading. Clutching a script during recess, she noticed Bao sitting alone on the bench. Bao was new in school this week and didn't speak any English. She wondered if he felt lonely or scared. Esperanza found a soccer ball and kicked it over to him. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen. A smile spread across Bao's face. He stood, popped the ball in the air, then bounced it between his knee and his head a few times. Ah, dude's got moves, thought Esperanza. They spent the rest of recess giggling and making up hand signs. So she's found something that Bao would enjoy doing, and she's listened to her heart and looked out for someone else. That's really important. Afterwards, Esperanza borrowed Mrs. Owen's English to Vietnamese dictionary. She wrote friend in Vietnamese, drew a picture of Bao and her, and then placed it on his desk. Esperanza rubbed the rock in her pocket. Listening with her heart made her feel peaceful inside. So she'd done something really good for her friend, and it made her feel good in turn. Finally, it was time for the performance. It was too late for Bao to be in the play, but he stood at Mrs. Owen's side as a stagehand. Excitement bubbled as Esperanza waited for her cue. Ooh. Esperanza walked on stage, tripped as she was about to say her first line, and splattered across the stage. When she got up, Esperanza forgot her lines, so Mrs. Owen whispered them to her from backstage. Heat rushed through Esperanza's body as all eyes were glued to her. She wished she could disappear. I ruined the play, Esperanza thought, rushing off stage as soon as she'd finished. I messed up in front of everyone. She tucked herself in behind some props so nobody would see her. Esperanza noticed her body shaking and her face still burning. She took a deep breath and tears streamed down her face. Esperanza dug out the rock in her pocket. It was cracked and lopsided, just how she felt. Esperanza touched her hand to her heart and felt the disappointment. A few minutes later, Bao walked over and handed Esperanza a drawing of her with the word friend written above it. Esperanza nodded. She realized she hadn't been treating herself like a friend. That's an interesting thing. I wonder what you think about treating yourself like a friend. Esperanza realized this wasn't the first time she had been unkind to herself. At the soccer game last week, she'd missed the ball that swooshed by her head and they lost the game. Nice work, a player from that team yelled as the others laughed. Esperanza thought she'd let her team down and was the worst soccer player in the world. Thinking those thoughts had made her feel worse. So those thoughts haven't helped. At the curtain call, Esperanza reminded herself she hadn't ruined the play. She'd had an accident, and accidents happen to everyone. Listening with her heart wasn't just about spreading kindness and love to others. It was about giving it to herself too. I can be a friend to myself, thought Esperanza. When Esperanza got home, she decided to do some of her favourite things. She zipped down the hill on a bike, then spent the afternoon painting at the kitchen table. She also got the hug she needed from Mama and cuddles from Cleopatra. So she did all of those things, and she was the friend that she needed. So she made herself feel better. Esperanza had been cross with herself, been grumpy with herself, and that voice inside her head said, "Oh, you're rubbish. You're rubbish. You can't do this." That voice in her head wasn't being her friend. So one of the things that you can do when you feel like that, I feel like that sometimes, is you can say kind words to yourself. Okay, so let's try it for a moment. Let's try finger breathing to calm ourselves down. Okay, so everybody try in, out, in, out, in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so we know that works because it's about calming down that center of your brain that has all the emotions in it. So this time we're just going to hold that breath there. We're going to breathe in, hold it, and breathe out. And when you get to there, when you hold your breath, okay, I want you to think of a word that is just for you that can describe something really good that you can do or you can be. Okay, so you might choose kind, or a good friend, or amazing, or thoughtful. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose thoughtful. Okay, so you breathe in and then you say in your head, not out loud, in your head, thoughtful. Breathe out. Thoughtful. 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 And then as you breathe out, put your hand down there and say, I am thoughtful. So you're telling yourself that you are that good person, that you are amazing for that reason. Okay? Pick your own word. You don't have to share it with anybody else, but you can if you want to. I did this with somebody in school not so long ago, and she chose the word amazing. And then amazing, 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 amazing. I am amazing. And doing that meditation helps her feel better. So let's pick a word. Pick something that you think is special about you. You could be a good friend. You could be a good listener. You could be caring. You could be giving. Let's try it. Okay, so say that word to yourself. Hold that breath in. There. And we keep going, keep going, keep going. And we breathe all the way to the end and say, I am amazing, or I am thoughtful, or whatever it is. Give it a try. I think I've got somebody at my door who wants to see me for some special head teacher stickers. So I am going to go and see them, and I will see you all around school soon. Bye-bye.